They say a single moment can unravel years of comfort. For me, that moment came at our college reunion, surrounded by old friends, fading laughter, and a version of my wife I hadn't seen in years. Her name is Claire. 10 years of marriage, 2 kids, a home that looked perfect on the outside. Yet somewhere between school runs and late-night bills, we had quietly become polite strangers. I convinced myself we were fine, steady, even if not exciting. That illusion shattered with a single sentence. It started lightheartedly. Everyone reminisced, bad haircuts, lost crushes, the usual nostalgia. Someone asked Claire if she ever regretted marrying young. She smiled that playful, teasing smile she once reserved for me and said, "Sometimes I wonder what life would have been like if I'd waited, maybe married someone who still had hair." The group laughed. I didn't. I forced a smile, but inside, something sank. It wasn't just a joke. It was the tone, the ease, the way her eyes never met mine. For everyone else, it was harmless banter. For me, it felt like truth wrapped in humor, the kind of truth that slips out when a mask drops. The laughter faded, but her words lingered. That night, I felt something quietly fracture. Not violently, but cleanly, like glass breaking under gentle pressure. The drive home was heavy with silence. Claire scrolled through her phone, smiling faintly at reunion photos. I kept my eyes on the road, pretending not to notice. Every mile felt heavier than the last. When we pulled into the driveway, she said, "You're awfully quiet. Don't tell me you're still sulking about that joke." I forced a laugh, my voice hollow, unfamiliar even to me. She shrugged, grabbed her purse, and went inside. The door clicked shut before I could find words that didn't feel small. That night, lying beside her as she slept, I stared at the ceiling. The truth wasn't in the joke. It was in her comfort saying it. The ease of letting others laugh at something that once meant everything to us. In the days that followed, nothing exploded. Things just thinned. Conversations grew shorter. Touches felt rehearsed. The space between us wasn't filled with anger, but something worse, indifference. I started noticing what I had ignored for years. How often her phone lit up with messages from a coworker named Ryan. How quickly she smiled when it did. The careful timing of her replies. I didn't accuse her. I didn't ask. Maybe I feared the answer I already knew. Maybe I hoped silence could repair what was broken. It never did. A week later, she came home late, hair slightly tousled, perfume stronger than usual. She smiled faintly when she saw me on the couch, still awake. "You didn't have to wait up," she said. "I didn't," I replied. "Just couldn't sleep." The room went still. For a moment, I thought she might speak, an explanation, a lie, anything. But she just nodded and passed me toward the bedroom. The soft click of the door echoed in my chest, and something inside me finally let go. The next morning, I didn't confront her. I made breakfast, packed the kids' lunches, and went to work as usual. But I had stopped being her husband that night. I was just a man fulfilling obligations. She noticed. Maybe that unsettled her. The quiet shift in me. The man who once fought, questioned, and pleaded had stopped caring. A month later, she tried to bring up the reunion. "I was only joking, you know," she said softly. "You used to laugh at everything." I looked at her, really looked, and realized how far apart we had drifted. "Yeah," I said, "but not everything's funny anymore." She blinked, unsure how to respond. That was the moment she understood. The joke, that night, wasn't the start of our end. It was a confession of it. Now, when people ask what happened, I don't tell them about the reunion, her coworker, or the silence that followed. I say this instead. Sometimes love doesn't end in fire. Sometimes it just fades with laughter that one person stops sharing. And once it's gone, no amount of joking can bring it back.